G'day everyone, it's Keith here. I just wanted to talk to you today about my experience with writer's block. Now, I used to think that writer's block was a real thing. Basically, writer's block is the thought that an author cannot continue on with their work because they've had some kind of creative slowdown, shutdown, and they don't know how to progress. About 2 years ago, I changed my thinking of my writing. Instead of it being something that I enjoy doing, a pastime, a nice thing to do, I started viewing it as a part-time job. Now, I'm a long way from retiring and being a full-time writer. That's probably not going to happen in the next few years at least. But I still have a full-time job. Now, I also apologise. This is unscripted, so I might meander a little bit. So, I changed my thought process on my writing from a pastime to looking at it as a job. So, if you think about your day job, if you have a day job, do you not go to work because you've got driver's block? Yeah, I can't get in my car. I've got driver's block. I don't know what to do. Or if you take public transport, I can't look. I'd love to come into work. I can't get on the train. I've got public transport block. No, that's not going to fly, and you're going to lose your job pretty fucking quick. So you need to look at writing in the same way. Look at it as a job. That's not to detract any satisfaction or pleasure that you get from writing. Not at all. But just looking at changing your mental attitude towards writing can actually resolve writer's block. So what I mean by that is, I'll talk about myself. I work full-time, 4 days on, 4 days off. That's my roster. Now, when I'm on my days off, I write 500 to 1,000 words per day, every day. No matter what happens during the day, if I'm working in the yard, the wife and I go out to watch a movie, have dinner, whatever, that writing must get done, and does get done. And because of that, I've formulated a routine where I just write. So if you look at it from that perspective and you change your attitude towards your writing and why you write, I would suggest it certainly worked for me. It may not work for you, I don't know, but it worked for me, and writer's block just became a thing of the past. Now, I often hear writers say, I've lost my mojo, and that's something a little bit different, in my opinion. I could be wrong. In 2015, in March of that year, my brother-in-law Darren died due to unforeseen circumstances. And in September of 2016, my mother-in-law died due to unforeseen circumstances. I love them both very much, so that was a very difficult time in all our lives, the whole family. But as far as my writing was concerned, I just lost motivation. That's not writer's block. That was, I just couldn't be bothered. And when those scars started to heal, I got back into my writing again. So losing your mojo is a bit different to writer's block. Writer's block, in my humble opinion, is a load of bullshit, and you shouldn't try and use it as, I view it as an excuse. If you think you have writer's block, then sit your bum down and start writing. It's that simple. Remember, it's a job, not a pastime, not a hobby. You enjoy doing it, that's fine, but view it as a job. And I think if you take a different mental attitude towards any kind of obstacle or challenge in your life, and you change your attitude towards it, then you can come from it at a different direction, and you can overcome whatever that challenge is, physical or mental. So if you think of a challenge as, say, a brick wall, writer's block is focusing on the bricks. And what you want to do is you want to focus on the mortar holding the bricks together, and you want to take out your hammer and a chisel and just start tapping away, tap, 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 until you can bust through that wall. Or take a step back, take a breath, look left, look right, and you'll see that the wall perhaps is only 2 meters long. It might be 50 feet high, but it's only 2 meters long, so just walk around the fucking thing. That's just my humble opinion. I'm probably going to get a spraying for this, but that's just my thoughts. My thoughts on the subject. Yeah, so that's my view of writer's block. So yeah, if you have any comments, leave them below, and yeah, thank you for watching. Okay, catch you later.